Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of RV Chat Live. I am your host here, Robert Morales, Traveling Robert on the YouTube. And if today is a little bit of a different angle, that's because, well, a couple of things have changed here. And the reason that I'm late today is actually because I've been trying to revive my old studio computer, which is proven a little bit of a challenge. But anyways, today's step was successful, but the overall revival process, still needs to be worked on a little more. But the idea is that this laptop now is my main studio computer, and I'm still trying to work out the kinks here. It's a little far away from where I'm located, but it's fine. I hope you can see me okay. Maybe it's too bright, the lights here. I've been trying to make it more like a television studio here. Okay, let me read a little bit of the chat here. This traveler, oh dang, here I thought I'd missed this. No, man, you didn't miss it, and I just announced it 15 minutes ago. So I hope you all can join me for this live chat. To be honest about it, I thought I was gonna have to cancel it because we've been working on the old iMac. We were able to fix the display connector that I broke. Actually, our friend Raul came and he did a terrific job fixing that. He makes a living out of welding little things. So yeah, that came out great. But now the computer doesn't recognize the hard drive that I installed. So and I even downloaded this guide from iFixit. So maybe I got the wrong hard drive. I'm gonna give him a call and see. But anyways, that's the reason why you're seeing a little bit of a different angle here, because this is the computer that is now in front of my piano, and that's the one that I'm using. That I'm gonna have to be using for the studio. Let me read a couple of comments here on the chat room, and it's a little far away from me, but I can still do it. We've become addicted to your videos. Want to be like you when I grow up. That's great. Thank you so much. I mean, it's. I'm so glad that that you guys like the work that I do. Love watching your videos. Thank you so much, Buddha and Luis Bartolo. Do you believe in Dogman? I don't know. Maybe. Good evening. Where do you get the sweatshirt? This I got from a viewer, Bikes, Boats, and Bivouacs. Check out his YouTube channel, and he's probably somewhere around here. Hello from Naples, Florida. We out camping. Hello, Lionel James and Ted Ward. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you so much. And Holy Travels, it's vlogs. Your vlogs are so calming. The music is so good. Thank you so much. I do make the music myself right here on this keyboard in front of you. I was up in Atlanta, Georgia last Friday, August 10th. We stayed at Alpharetta, Georgia, near Atlanta. Yeah, they make a great IPA in Alpharetta, by the way. Are you going to the RV show in Orlando this weekend? No, this weekend I'm finishing editing some of those Finland videos and Norway videos for sure. My next RV show, to be honest, is going to be the Hershey show in Pennsylvania. Sweet shirt. Yeah, right. How do you like my shirt? Roberto Betancourt, ¿tú puedes hacer algún video en español? Yes, sí lo pudiera hacer, pero traté de hacer traducciones de mis videos en inglés y me demoró mucho tiempo, so no lo he podido hacer más. And was asking if to do videos in Spanish, and I did. If you look for a channel, it's called Cuentos de Caminos. I did do a couple of videos in Spanish. I started to do it, and the idea was to translate every single video. But if I'm gonna do even weekly videos, I don't have time to do both. Boondocking Mainas, I'm gonna see you soon, man. Good evening, Robert. Boy, I have a spot to show you. Hint, hint. Check out my latest photos. I'm really looking forward to that, Renee. And I know you hosted our mutual friend Eric Jacobs, and I'm coming. I'm coming soon. Vagabond 88817. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Red Jaguar, I thought you ditched us this week. No, how would I do that? We were just fixing the old iMac, and then we had a couple of glasses of wine, but I wouldn't miss this. I mean, I almost did, but I figured even if I'm late, you guys are probably gonna stick around for me. So I love your videos. Me and my wife watching them all the time. Thank you, Eladio Leon, and Buddha. Whenever my girls hear your opening music, they get the biggest smiles. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I seem to have something with kids that they like my music, and that's great. That's awesome. I really do enjoy making the music, and I'm going to actually the music that I wrote for my Norway and Finland videos. I'm gonna make that available very soon online. At least at the beginning, I'm gonna make it available on CD Baby and eventually everywhere. Do you plan on coming to New York, Kerry Michelle? Actually, I do. I've already made reservations at Liberty Harbor, RV Park, which is on the Jersey side, but it's right there. And we're not gonna spend a lot of time in New York at this time of this part of the trip, but at least one day in New York, you know. Boondock in Maynard, how's Kia? Kia is not doing great. You know what the problem with Kia? I'm gonna have to do a full tune-up on it. That's basically what's wrong with it. You know, I haven't done a tune-up in like 80,000 miles, so it's probably overdue. But I think as if I do that tune-up, you know, change the spark plugs and the cables and all that, and if I change the front brakes, which are a little long in the tooth, it'll make it to Maine for sure. You know what I need to do, and maybe you can help me with that, Renee. It's the brakes on the trailer. I haven't found anybody down here who can do brakes on the trailer. I haven't looked very hard either, but there's not many places in Miami that do trailers. So I do need to do a service on the brakes of the Minitini, the trailer, and maybe repack the bearings and all that. Marlene was Bozic. Hey Robert, just got back from camping in Algonquin Park, Ontario, Canada. Great camping, lots of wildlife. I, um, I plan to go up to Canada, but I don't know if it's going to be too late in the season for do some camping. I've been looking in New Brunswick, and apparently all the campgrounds shut down September 30th. So maybe I'm a little late in the season to enjoy camping in Canada. We'll see. Tank dumping? I don't remember you asking that, but remember me? I keep asking you to do a video on your tank dumping, and you never do. Well, I might do one of those. And thank you, Colette Malette, for that super chat, 6.99 Canadian. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for that super chat. And Eric, this traveler, oh, thank you, putting off a new shirt. Well, yeah, our friend Scott Ballantyne, who is not here today, but he usually is. Boats, bikes, and bivouacs. He sent me this, and he asked me if we could. You know, it's his YouTube channel, so you guys can check him out. What is the most beautiful place you visited ever? Well, it's got to be a tie between the Grand Canyon and northern Norway. I mean, I'm sure by now you saw the video I did on northern Norway, the road trip from the North Cape to Lofoten, and even then it was bad weather. But besides that, the Grand Canyon. The first time you see the Grand Canyon has to be the most beautiful place on earth, for sure. I mean, there's no comparison. There's nothing, especially the first time, because it's unimaginable. The the grandeur of it, the distances. You know, it's It's not that it is a deep canyon. It is that it is a wide canyon. It's amazing. I mean, if you haven't seen the Grand Canyon, that should be your number one destination in the United States. Number one top bucket list place before you die, Grand Canyon. And Daria Sengel, see you from Turkey here, local time 4:22 a.m. Well, thank you so much for staying up so late or waking up so early. And today, I'm sorry the video is at a different time than usual, but we were doing some computer surgery until not long ago, and it went well. That part of the Eladio Leon, I play guitar too. Love to play with you one day. Yeah, sure. I don't, I'm more of a composer and a music producer than an actual performer in the instrument. I do play, but I know my chords basically. But where's your next destination? Well, the next destination, and I'm glad you asked, because Eric, this traveler here, is going to be there as well. Guess I'll send you one of mine talking about this traveler. Yeah, send me one of yours, man. And maybe, well, before I get off topic, the next trip is going to be the Northeast trip. The first stop is probably going to be Daytona, and September 1st, we're going to have a meetup. I mean, it's not 100% yet, but it's 99.5% set at the Daytona Brewery or Daytona Brewing Company. I cannot remember exactly the name of go figure. But the idea is to have a meetup there on September 1st around early afternoon, probably 2 p.m. So, and then from there, I'm going to go to the Hershey RV show. Then from there, and this first part of the trip, I'm going to do, unfortunately, solo. But then in Philadelphia, my wife is going to join me, and we're going to do the rest of the trip together through Philadelphia, New York, and, Massachusetts, Maine, where I'm going to meet our friend Renee Champagne up there. So yeah, Cape Canaveral, Port Canaveral, Quirty Boy. Yeah, that's a really. I haven't been there in a while. Actually, the last time I was in Titusville, it was my 40th birthday, believe it or not, July 8th, and I was there for the last ever launch of the space shuttle. At that time I wasn't working in the office, so I decided, what the heck, let's just drive up to Titusville, and I didn't have an RV at the moment. This was when 2001, and we witnessed the last ever space shuttle launch, and the video is somewhere on YouTube. Actually, I might post it. That was before I was really seriously publishing on YouTube, but yeah. Have you visited the Smoky Mountains, Tennessee from Amar Salih? Yes, I have. Actually, I have a couple of videos, and I did visit with my mom not very long ago. That was in the spring. Do you need a trumpet player? Actually, sometimes I do, but I have a very good friend, Chuchi. His name is Chuchi, and he does all my trumpets. And whenever I need some tracks, like in the New Orleans music track, and also in one that is called Ocean Breeze that I use once in a while. And in the latest version of Riding in My RV, pa 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 pa, that's my friend Chuchi. Boondock Mainas, when you visit Maine, we can make appointment at the Mountain Road RV. My buddy Bill McLean owns, and is an actor. Check out Bill McLean on YouTube. I will. And this traveler, computer surgery again. Well, the video looks a whole lot better. Well, the lighting is different, and you know why it looks a lot better? Because besides my LED light, I have some old style halogen lights here that I just got blinded by them. But it is a different angle, and yeah, it's old-fashioned incandescent lights usually are better for television. And we have SUBTT67, and I know that is Tero from Finland. Thank you so much for that super chat, 10.99 euro. I really appreciate it, and I'm really glad that you are liking the videos that I did in your great country of Finland, and also in Norway, and very soon in Sweden as well. That is coming out. Jay's BMW. Let's see the beer. The slider thing isn't very good. The slider for money. I have no idea what you're talking about. Lucky Duck Productions, Daytona Bridge Brewery. Yeah, you are the man in charge, man, and I'm glad you are getting that set up for us. And also Sue Sprang, thank you so much for getting together with Lucky Dog and getting that set up right there at the Daytona Beach Brewery. I think I mispronounced it earlier. Um, See if you can make it. Yes, if you guys set it up, I'll make it there September 1st, and I believe I'm even gonna be able to boondock at the site, so that's great. First time RV buyers tips. Thanks. Eladio León, pienso comprar un RV como el tuyo, pero el modelo que tiene Murphy bed. And he says, I'm thinking of buying an RV like yours, but the model with the Murphy bed. And if the Murphy bed works for you, that is a great choice. By the way, somebody was asking what beer we were drinking tonight, and we are not drinking any beer. Actually, I picked this up at Key West this past weekend. Actually, this was that same night, Friday night, when I spoke to you guys on the live video. I think we went to this place, and this is the Key West, Florida, and it's the Key West, the first. What's it called? The first. Gosh, there it doesn't say it, but it's like the first legal. Key West legal rum. It was the first legal rum distillery, and this is called the Bad Bitch. But it is a very special batch because it was the Hurricane Irma batch. At least that's what they told me. And apparently, losing power and being affected by Hurricane Irma changed the character of this rum as it was being aged in the barrels. So here we are, Key West, first legal rum brewery. I was going to go to Pilar Distillery. I keep saying brewery, which is the Ernest Hemingway's brewery. But I had a mojito made with Pilar's at Sloppy Joe's, and I'm sorry to say it was one of the worst mojitos we've ever had. So I decided not to go to Pilar's and go to the Key West first. So everybody, cheers! We're having hard liquor today, as you can see. Salud. So time of this gathering of Pelican Heads on Saturday in Daytona, probably 2 p.m. That's what we're thinking, which is an earlier time where the brewery is not as busy. So we can basically have the brewery all to ourselves and have all the IPAs we can. Clunker59, Robert, considering a Renegade Vienna, what do you think about them? The first time you see it, Grand Canyon literally takes your breath away. I totally agree. That's what I was saying. Renegade, you're talking about the Super C RV? Those are very nice if you're talking about the Super C. But I'm not exactly familiar with the Vienna brand. Bikes, boats, and bivouacs. Hi, Robert. I'm in Nags Head, North Carolina, and I'm wearing your T-shirt. So check it out. Hi, Robert. So your video on Wednesday when you were driving, it's long. Love the music you put. Great job. I enjoy it. Thank you, Jackie. And yeah, that was music that I composed, basically inspired by that trip. I called it Lofoten temporarily, but actually when I release it on Spotify and everywhere else, I might call it The Road to Lofoten, because after watching the video, the road to Lofoten was a lot more striking than Lofoten itself. And you will see the Lofoten video this Sunday, and it's great, but the road to Lofoten was a lot better. Colombia 2727, when are you going to make another Treasure Coast video? Man, it's gonna be a while because I don't think I'm gonna make. I cannot do any other travels until I finish with this. I have to edit pretty much nonstop until we leave. We leave for the Hershey RV show on August 31st. So on the way back, in the shoulder season, probably a late fall, we might go to the Treasure Coast, and I'm sure we're gonna enjoy it a lot. Happy to see slash dot geo. Happy to see your channel doing so well. Love your content. Thank you so much. And Lucky Dog Production, we have it all set up September 1st, 2 p.m. Okay, so it's set in stone. It's 100%. We'll be there 2 p.m. Saturday. Yikes, I won't be able to get up there until 7 p.m. Darn it. What do you mean you're not going to be able to get up there until 7 p.m., Eric? I'm sure you can make it. You're right there. You're very close. And Kelly Clark is proudly wearing my Fly Pelican Shop Fly T-shirt. Thank you so much, Kelly. I appreciate your support always, and I'm glad you like the T-shirt. I'm gonna make a lot more swag available online very very soon. Susprang rum. Now you are talking my language. Yeah, we're drinking rum today. You know, I'm ecumenical when it comes to alcohol. I mean, there are a couple of things that I don't like, but David Brewer, hello there. Bring some of that rum to Kansas City, Robert. Our next barbecue, September 8th. Well, September 8th, I'm going to be somewhere in West Virginia, I think. But I'll make it to Kansas. To Kansas City at some point. From Greenwood, South Carolina, my wife and I love your show. Fly Pelican, thank you so much. Well, I guess we'll have to track down a bit tipsy. Pelican Heads rock. I guess Pelican Heads is the name, right? I guess that's stuck, and I didn't come up with that. I think our friend Alex Cruz came with that. So from now on, you're all officially Pelican Heads. Khalid, Super Chat has a new way of submitting the amount of dollars. It's on a slider bar, and it's not very efficient. YouTube keeps changing things. So, okay, Renegade Vienna is a B plus. Okay, so it's the B plus version that they have made. I have Google right here next to me. You would think that I could Google these things. Actually, let me look at the Renegade. I don't know if I can show you guys. I wonder if I can show you guys, because I'm working on two screens now, which is different. Oh, that's very nice. That's on the Sprinter chassis. It's $150,000, brand new. Okay, where were we? And Lucky Dog and I set up for 2 p.m. at Daytona Beach Brewery. They're open at 2 p.m. See all you Pelican heads there. Yes, definitely. And I believe I'm going to be able to boondock there. I might have to use my generator. This is still summer in Florida and it gets hot. But how many miles have you towed with your SUV? What have you done to it? Well, I pretty much used it 100%, but I'll tell you right now. Hello from Monterey, California, lovely town, and I also was only there for a few hours, and I visited the aquarium, but I have to go back and see the Cannery Road and so many other places in Monterey. Do all motorhomes and campers look the same in Norway? Not really. Actually, they all look kind of similar that you mentioned it, but some of them are more Class C like, some of them are more Class A like, but a lot of them look like the one that I got. Are you full timing now when it comes to RVing? Not quite full timing. I still have a sticks and bricks here in Miami, but I'm part timing RVing and I'm full timing YouTubing. And by the way, I'm not only doing YouTube right now. I'm also available, and it's a little bit of a process to get them available on Amazon Prime Video. A lot of the stuff is also available on Amazon Prime Video. And from this day forth, from the Finland, Norway, Sweden road trip going forward, I'm gonna post simultaneously on YouTube and on Amazon. That's why you probably won't see me pitching at the end of the videos anymore. Subscribe and this and that. All that is gone because Amazon doesn't allow you to pitch that kind of stuff or put like web addresses on their videos. So I'm gonna try to make my videos Amazon friendly, so you won't see none of that anymore. This traveler have to pick up mom at work at 2:30 and won't get out of the house until 5 hours later. Might be able to leave house by 4 p.m. Put me in area by 5 p.m. I'm sure we'll still be there by 5 p.m. or maybe we can make a little later. We'll see. Sue Sprang, hey, traveling Buckeyes. Where are the traveling Buckeyes? Did I miss them? Anyways, I'll keep going. Rick and Amy Clark, Rum. Who said Rum? Yes, Rum. Hello there. Prof Gilberto Concursos. I appreciate much to watch your videos mainly from Eastern Coast. I'm from Brazil and it's 10:37 p.m. right now. Thank you much for sharing them. You're very welcome and thank you for watching from Brazil. That's great. And Florida Wild, building a teardrop camping, and you are inspired me for places to go when it's done. Well, I'm actually looking forward to seeing that. Teardrops are puzzling to me because they're for a lot of people what I have is very small, but teardrops are like the ultimate minimalism, and I wish they had a bathroom, but that's just me, that's just. Uh, but teardrops are really cool. They're really cool. Hey Robert from Dave in Virginia, searching for you at Lobster Fest, but I missed you. We had an incredible time in Key West. Thanks for inspiring us to go down. Beers on me next Lobster Fest. And actually, comparing to previous Lobster Fest, this one was a little lackluster. I mean, to be honest, and you'll see that video in about a month if all goes well. I mean, I'm so behind; it's not even funny. But and this was my impression this year of Key West. Everything seems to be more expensive after Hurricane Irma. It's like they kicked up the prices a little bit. No IPA in Finland because I didn't think I seen any. Yeah, there's IPAs in Finland. Just look for Olut. I think that's what they call beer. And SUBTT67, my friend has an Amherst Brewing Company, ABC in Amherst, Massachusetts. It has nothing to do with ABC in Finland. I give my recommendation to that. And there's also a Yankee Candle Factory nearby. Cool. Hello from Spring Hill, Florida. Hello there, traveling with Rick. And are you ever come to Springfield, Missouri? I really hope so. It could happen in the tail end of my trip next year. Next year the trip is. I mean, it's really not planned yet, but we plan to go to the RTR, and then from there, the idea is to visit whatever 18 states I have left. So we'll see. How is the Wi-Fi booster working? I haven't really had a chance to test it much, but I will test it in about 2 weeks when I leave for the north, for sure, because I don't have enough bandwidth on my LTE cell phone plan to upload all the videos that I intend to upload on the road. So definitely I'll get a chance to test it out. Would you prefer a larger RV, or are you satisfied with the size? I'm satisfied with the size, but I would like to have an engine in the front. So my idea is to have like a maybe like a 22 footer, but a Class B, B plus. Hi from Bakersfield, California. Love your videos. Thank you very much, Melissa Mabry. And going back to the RV, but I would prefer something not with the Sprinter chassis. The Sprinter chassis has such a large nose in the front, and coming from Europe, in Europe all the trucks are flat in the front. So I would like maybe if they could make some cab over flat in the front, you know, and that would save some space in the length of the vehicle. I don't know, just a thought. I'm from Hi from Bakersfield, California. Thank you so much. Okay, read that. AJ Neto, you have a favorite app to find boondocking locations? It's just a website. It's called freecampsites.net. At least in the United States, that works great. In Europe, you can use something called the free RV parkings. Is that what it's called? You know, I'm getting old. I forget things. There's no Park for Night. That's one of the main ones, and Motorhome Parkings is the other one. And I have some messages here from this. Oh, he wants me to know. This is private message. Never mind. Will you do a walking tour of Miami, highlighting some of the sites from the TV shows Miami Vice or Burn Notice? Well, I was too young to remember Miami Vice. No, I'm just kidding. But I wasn't in this country when Miami Vice was happening. But yeah, I could do some of those. I did do a walking tour about a year ago, but it didn't cover any filming locations really. And SUBTT67, we have IPA here in Finland. Of course you do. And what time is in Finland? It must be really, really late there, or early probably. You guys are 7 hours ahead of us. It's almost 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's like early morning for you. Okay, cool. Have you visited all the spring parks in Florida? Which one is the best? No, I have not. But my favorite so far is the Crystal River. It's called the Three Sisters Spring, and if you go there in the winter when it's cold, you'll see hundreds of manatee, and that's really great. Sephir81, hey Roberts, congratulations on your videos. I saw you went to Norway. You should consider driving around the ring road in Iceland. Oh, definitely. I would love to do that. That's definitely in the bucket list, but there's only so much time and so much money, right? But definitely I will do that at some point, God permitting. Oh, I missed 12. What were little trailers that you sing in Norway? I don't think I ever saw you describe what they were. Where they travel. Well, they have some very light travel trailers in Europe, and our friend Tero here, who is in the chat, he just bought a Swedish one, and the thing they're very light. You can tow them with the car. I I really didn't go inside any of them, but I do believe that like they're very light because they don't really have a gray water tank, if I recall correctly. Some of them, and but to be honest, I don't really know. I know they're very light, and if you watch my video from the Tampa RV show, not from 2017 but from 2016, I did review some of those because Heimer brought a couple of them here, but I don't think they were very successful in the American market for those. Marcelo Martins, greeting from Las Vegas. Hello there. And Stan Ingram, enjoy your post and music. Thank you so much. Ivan Pavlovic. Hey Robert, we are coming to Florida from Canada. We are looking for family-friendly campgrounds. Any suggestions? Will be Christmas time. Well, Christmas time is busiest time in Florida, so you better book like now. And if you wanna be near Disney World, there's this place, and it is a bit expensive, but it's very well located. And maybe this traveler, our moderator Eric, can chime in on this one. There's a place called Tropical Palms RV Resort, and it's right on Kissimmee on the State Route 192. It's right there, very close to Magic Kingdom. That is a great family-friendly place, but I'm sure there are many other places. I have my Picks of Utter. What am I calling it? 99% ironed out. Picks of Utter. Jose Lima, hi Roberto, when you will come to South America. And believe it or not, I was born in the Caribbean, which is it's considered insular America, I guess. But I've never been to South America proper. I've been to Central America, to Guatemala, to be exact, but I've never been to South America. So that's probably one of my next international, outside of the United States trips. Uh, I want to go somewhere in South America. I don't know yet. Colombia sounds very enticing. Argentina, of course. Chile. Um, Peru, definitely. I would love to go to Peru and visit Machu Picchu and all that, do the tourist thing. But South America is definitely at the top of the list. Traveling Buckeyes, love your videos from Norway. Thank you so much. That's been a labor of love, and I've been working very hard on those, especially because I've been using a new software, and it's a little slow process, but definitely. Rick and Amy Clark are run. Guys, have a great weekend. You too, Colombia. Let me go through this real quick. The final episode of Miami Vice was in January 1990. You were here, Robertico. Yes, I actually was, but I think I didn't watch much TV. I didn't speak English at the time, very little English. So I arrived here in late 1989. So if you think about it, Miami Vice ended pretty much a month after I arrived here. And I'm going to make a great 30-year celebration this December. I arrived in the United States on December 13th, 1989. No, 1988. What am I talking about? Maybe I've had too much of this rum. By the way, I'm drinking rum today. So they ended Miami Vice a year after I arrived here. Okay, let's continue. Never mind. Dana Reed from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Starting a relationship watching Traveling Robert. Bought our first RV, planning a life of adventures together. Stan's Traveling Robert voice will probably be used for vows. Oh my God. Congratulations, Stan and Dana from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I wish I could be there to witness it. By the way, cool town, Baton Rouge. I was there for just a few hours, but I liked what I saw. Hello from San Diego, from Lightning Thief. I'm Breaking Sobe. Saludos, Robert. My wife and I will be getting an RV soon, and we're looking forward to joining the RV lifestyle. Keep up the great videos. Thank you so much, and congratulations. And hope you can. It's life changing almost once you get an RV, because it is a totally different way of travel, and you discover so many new things, and you will never see a hotel the same way. Let's just put it that way. And Jackie Trujillo, hey Robert, why was the sign of Norway so small? I was laughing when I saw it. They should have made it bigger and better. I usually see the one in Sweden. It's even smaller. Back, what I miss? Hey, I didn't realize you were gone. This and David Lammer, thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate it, man. And let me go back here real quick. I love Cuban espressos too. On that note, what are some of the great locally owned stands in Miami? Never could understand why people would go to Starbucks when you have the real deal in Miami. There's so many, and I mean, I go to Starbucks when I'm away from Miami, but if I'm in Miami, I just go to one of these cafeterias. They're all over the place, and they have like a window to the outside where you can buy croquetas, pastelitos, or tequeños. Because now we are also Venezuelan, Colombian, and it's not just Cuban anymore. But you can have a colada or just a Cuban coffee. But colada is meant to be shared. It's a little larger, and you can probably give coffee to like four people, 5 people. Go to Argentina in 2019 to see the eclipse. I would love to go to Argentina 2019. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but I might. It depends. Uh, and the thing with Argentina and Jackie Trujillo, go to Ecuador. It's very nice to go there. I'm thinking of Ecuador too. I saw the wings, the video from the wings. And this is the thing. I already went to the northernmost point that you can drive in America. I already went to the northernmost point that you can drive in Europe, and probably in the whole Eurasia continent by this point. I don't think Siberia has any roads going north. But now I have to go to the southernmost point that you can drive in the world, which is probably Ushuaia, Argentina. And then I have to go to the equator, which is in Quito, Ecuador. So, yeah. Wandering Travels, hello, Uncle Robert from Kentucky, hello there. And Louis Coyne, go to the Reading Terminal Market in Philadelphia when you are there. The food there is amazing. Yeah, I have it on my list already. Thank you so much. There's so much to see in Philadelphia. And of course, I'm going to do the Rocky steps. I have to do it. It's kind of silly, but. More rum, Robert. Haha, yeah, I think I have had too much rum already. But this has been a great broadcast so far, especially because I'm kind of uncomfortable here with the computer in a different place. The screen is kind of far away from me. We have 77 of you guys watching, and the most we've had today is 88, but it's understandable. It's kind of late. It's a different time. So that's all good. 41 minutes and counting. Lucky Duck Productions. Maybe you can show me how to make Cuban coffee when you're in Daytona. Oh, definitely. I'll have Minitini there. Little secret is just like a very strong espresso with little process in the sugar. It's really not a big mystery, but there's a proper way to do it, and I'll show you definitely. And Todd Hunt, great videos from you always. Have you been traveling more frequently within the last year? Are you still working? Are you retired? You rock. Well, definitely have been traveling a lot more in the past year, and I'm not retired. I'm probably actually working harder than I was in my former job, but now I'm working for myself, making videos for YouTube, and now I'm branching out into Amazon, and there's a rumor that Facebook is eventually going to start paying too. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I don't want to say retired because I'm definitely not retired. I'm actually working harder on this than I was at when this was just a side hustle. You've been putting on the miles this year, definitely. What's your opinion on Casita Travel Trailer? I like him actually. That was our first choice before deciding on our Winnebago Micro Minnie. They're very nice. They're virtually indestructible. They're very simple, so nothing can really break there. But I didn't fit in the bathroom, so that was the deal breaker. Captain Morgan, no, Captain Morgan. This is from the Key West first legal rum distillery, and we were there this past weekend, and we bought this very special rum. It's called, and now I'm gonna get demonetized on YouTube, but this is the special Hurricane Irma edition, and somehow it got affected. I forgot exactly what the lady told us at the distillery, but it was in the process of being aged while Hurricane Irma came through, so they lost power, and I'm sure something had to do with it. Who is the person behind me? There's no one behind me. Is there? No. Hey, traveling Robert, I see a card. Media in the background. Woohoo. Yeah, you see the card? Yeah, that, no, it's here. No, where? There. That's a card that this traveler sent me. And that's a picture actually that we took at the Arctic Circle in Rovaniemi, Finland. La Palma, great espresso during winter, great chocolate con churros. Ah, La Palma, man. La Palma, you were talking about the one in Calle 8 on 8th Street and 67th. You know, I used to work at a nightclub there, about a block away, block and a half away. And even before then, that was the place that all the musicians used to go after the gigs. So I've been there eating croquetas at 3 a.m. many times. And when I finished at Havana Mia around 3 a.m., we would go there as well. Yeah. Do you ever come to Sarasota? I haven't gone in a long time, but I need to go back. I need to go visit John and Kathy Huggins, who live nearby. And I do want to go to Siesta Key and actually swim in the beach because I went, but I never swam at the beach. Is that Bradenton or Sarasota? I think that's more Sarasota. Anyways, I was surprised to see Circle K's in Norway. You must really like the coffee there. You could definitely show more supermarkets next time. Enjoy that very much. Well, I'm glad you liked it. You're gonna see more supermarkets in the next video. It's being edited right now, and Norway is full of Circle K's and some 7-Elevens. And actually, it was very nice. It was out of all the places that we were in Europe, it was what brought us closest to America in a way. It was kind of the same kind of, uh, which is good and it's bad in a way because what we like about traveling is actually seeing different things like that Prisma in Rovaniemi, which I've heard in the comments that is even confusing for for the Finnish people because it's being under construction. Did you hear about Aretha Franklin? Yes, I did. Very sad. Yeah, one of the greatest soul singers of many generations. So yeah, what can you do? How long have you had your trailer? Well, we're coming up on our 4th anniversary, and I'm going to make a video about that, which I will probably make. Oh, shoot. Which I will probably make as part of this upcoming road trip. Lucky Dog said no more rum for me. LOL. Oh, Lucky Dog said no more rum for you. I'm sorry, Sue, but if Lucky Dog says no more rum, salud. I'm having a little more because you know why. Robert, if you're coming through Maryland in the next few months, be advised of major work on the Bay Bridge. The Bay Bridge, is that the Bay Bridge? What would you let me get my maps here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to show you guys because I'm on a different screen here on the. But I am going to be going through Maryland. I was hoping to take the. What's that big bridge over the? That goes to the Norfolk, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnel. That's the one that I plan to take. Is that the one you're referring to? Juan Yáñez. Hola, te veo desde México. Hello Mexico. Me gustan tus videos. Podrías hacer en español o poner algunas frases importantes en español en tus videos en inglés. Y he tratado de hacerlo, Juan, pero me lleva demasiado tiempo. I would love to do at least subtitles in Spanish. Me gustaría hacer subtítulos en español, pero o mucho tiempo o mucho dinero. You know, it's either too much time or too much money. Eventually, I will. Eventually, when I make enough money that I can spend enough money to pay someone to do it, I will. But it is about $12 per minute for translations, and even I speak Spanish and English, but even for me it is hard to translate. I have translated a few of them. If you look for the video that I did on the Biscayne Bay boating in Miami, I think I did translate that one into Spanish, but it's time consuming, and time it's of the essence sometimes. Tipping a glass of Pinot Noir to you. Cheers. Thank you so much. Tipping Noir. Tipping a glass of Key West rum. Luis Cantero, hello from Argentina, Robert. And Argentina is one of those places where I do want to go. Maybe 2021, 2022, because 2020 I'm thinking Alaska. Just so you guys know. Siesta Key rum is yummy. Well, maybe I'll go and have some soon. Maybe on the way back from this northeast road trip. From Sephora 81, I saw your video on the Buck Tower, and that inspired me to go visit this week. And I hope you liked it. Oh, you haven't visited yet. It's a great place. I didn't know about it until there's a ghost behind me. What do you mean a ghost behind me? You mean this thing? Oh, that's the shadow of the refrigerator, the fan, the ceiling fan. Finding our spot. Love seeing your vids. Keep up the travels. Safe travels. Safe trip north next month. Yeah, thank you so much. And do you have a YouTube video of your life history? And that's being a video on the making for a very long time. But I've been trying to gather footage and pictures from my youth, and I'm going to make that video. You know what? I promise. I am going to make that video for the 30th anniversary of me being in the United States. Because that of course was one of the best days of my life, December 13th, 1988. So I'm gonna make that video for December 13th, 1988, and I'm gonna show you pictures from when I was 6 months old. I'm gonna show you the first ever video that I appeared on, and yeah, I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna tell you my story. It's not like the greatest story ever told, but it is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Bob Burnett, hello, Bob and Laurie Burnett, your friends in Indianapolis. I do want to go back to your town at some point. Louis Cohen, when in Jersey, go to the A&M Pizzeria. It's a very popular local place, and their subs are amazing. I still have my mother bring them to Sarasota when she comes visit me. Okay, I'll make sure I do that. I'll make sure the Red Jaguar remembers that one. Is it still here, Red Jaguar? Could you give us more videos of the Miami area? You know, I live here, so it's kind of hard to make videos of where I live because, to be honest, we never really go out all that much here in Miami. It's one of those things, right? When you live in an area, it's like I've lived here almost 30 years, never been to the Seaquarium, for example, that kind of thing. We are looking forward to your latest Key West video. Your Florida videos are some of our favorites. Since my wife is from West Palm originally, the Nike missile site video was neat. Thank you so much. And I'm going to finish with my European vacation travel videos first. And I have like 3 left of that trip, at least. And then we're gonna do that weekend in Key Largo that our friend Barry from what's the name of his? He has a website. Oh gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting. But anyways, he lent me his place in Key Largo, and we had a great time there. And then the one after that is going to be the Key West Lobster Fest video, for sure. And then, it's one of those things. You sometimes you have these mental blocks. Roadtripmojo.com is his website. Roadtripmojo.com, and he has a website about music festivals. And check him out. He actually he was very very kind to us, and he hosted us in Key West. And that's the first video of the Keys that you're gonna see in about 3 weeks. And then the week after is going to be the Key West Laughter Fest, and then I'll probably in the middle of those I have to do a couple of videos about the upcoming Hershey RV show in Pennsylvania. So there we are. Okay. No, the Bay Bridge lets you travel to the eastern shore. Oh, I see, in Maryland. And I do plan to go to oh, I'm looking at my map here. It's not the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. Oh, the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, the one that goes from like Annapolis to Kent Island. Oh, definitely, yes, yes. And that's one of the areas that I planned. You know, there's Delaware also over there in that area that I haven't really been to Delaware in that area. So definitely, yes. Robert Robertico, they are remodeling the Grove. You mean Coconut Grove in Miami, or what? I'm not. David K, love to see you in North Jersey, U.S. Amazing places, hidden gems, even the most populated state. Keep up the great work. Um, yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to Jersey. I don't know exactly how much I'm gonna be able to see, but as much as possible. Beatrice Shaw, good evening. Thank you. Hello, good evening. And the Clunker 59, my family came from Cuba in 64. Did you come during the Mariel boat lift? No, actually, I came a little. Oh, my microphone here. I came a little later. I didn't come as part of any of the big famous migrations. You know, like the Camarioca or the Freedom Flights or Mariel or or the Rafters. We actually left Cuba in 87, right before things got really bad. We lived in Spain for about a year, and then we came to the United States. There was this program called Exodus that the Cuban American National Foundation, with the, I guess, the Reagan administration at the time, they did, and all the Cubans that were in other countries, they got a chance to come to the United States. Some were doing relatively well, as we did in Spain. You know, my parents had jobs. I was a teenager. We we were making ends meet. Some people were not doing so well in places like Peru, or you know, and the idea was for all of us to come to Miami, where we had relatives. So they facilitated that, and that's how I came to the United States. It was called the Exodus program in 1988, and that was very lucky. Lenny, Robert, no more drinking for you. Tomar refresquito ahora. Well, it's Friday, and I'm not driving anywhere, so maybe I have refresquito with rum. Hmm? How old were you when you came to America? I was 17 when I arrived in the United States. So they put me in the junior class in Miami High. Luckily, I spoke a little English, not a whole lot of English, but they put me in ESOL too, which ESOL at the time, I don't know if that exists anymore. It was English for speakers of other language. Oh, is English for speakers of other languages, and that was ESOL at the time, and yeah. Hey, Durin Nadav, hello there. Droid, don't do I can't even read anymore. Oh my gosh. Durari Nadav. The other thing is the computer is further away from me today because I have it in this studio positions. The senior bodyguard, you're awesome, and you still sound like Antonio Banderas. Oh, thank you very much. That's actually a compliment. And some people have told me that I sound like. A lot of people have told me many ways that I sound like Triumph the dog. I've never heard him, so I don't know. But some people have told me that I sound like Puss in Boots, which is Antonio Banderas. Some people have told me that I sound like Ricardo Montalban, when I talk like this, like fine Corinthian leather. So it's. I came to this country at that time, which is late enough in life where you will have an accent, but early enough in life where you will learn the language well and and kind of assimilate the culture. So I feel very, very lucky. Robert, I just joined, so I am sorry if you answered when you will post your video on your recent trip to Lobster Fest. Thank you, Michael. And that's gonna be in 2 to 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks actually. I want to be have continuity and finish my trip to Norway and Finland and Sweden first. And Marilyn Juilliard from Boca Raton. Hello there. Jacob Springle. What's your favorite aspect of American culture and your favorite aspect of Cuban culture? Oh man, that's a hard one. American culture, freedom of speech, freedom to pretty much have whatever opportunities are given to you. You have the freedom to pursue them, and that's my favorite aspect of the American culture. My favorite aspect of the Cuban culture, we're a little more like um, less serious in a way. We're more like a little more loose in that sense, more like we take life a little less seriously, and we're always joking around. um, that's pretty much it. And I like the food actually from both cultures, whatever American food and Cuban food both. And American food, I know it's a very wide range. I prefer Southern food um, for some reason, but yeah. Get fries on middle of bridge. Oh, really? I'll make sure to remember that. Hello from Joe and Nancy from Apollo, Pennsylvania. Hello there. And maybe I'll visit Apollo, Pennsylvania. Love the Miami videos. Thank you so much. Traveling Buckeyes, you need to come to Ohio sometime. Definitely. I loved Ohio the few moments I was there, but I love the way the people are. And I've met a lot of people from Ohio here in Miami. Not a lot, but a few people from Ohio here in Miami, and they're very, very decent, very helpful people, and I like that. Amber Shelton, hello Robert. Stop by and visit your fans in Greensboro, North Carolina. Glenn and Amber, and I might do that on the way north. Actually, let me check it out because I think I am going to Greensboro, North Carolina. Sometimes I need the map because maybe not on the way north, but maybe on the way back south. On the way north, I'm kind of a little bit of a tight schedule because I want to make it to Hershey, Pennsylvania by the 12th. But the way south, I might also say hello from Hinkley, England. Hello, England, where it is right now like 4 in the morning. Thank you for staying up so late. Be there. Dana wants you to perform the ceremony. All right. Heck, I could do that. Michael Thompson, hello from Mesa, Arizona. I loved Mesa, Arizona. Believe it or not. Colin Blake, yes, Chesapeake Bay Bridge near Annapolis. They will be closing lanes at certain times, so be prepared. Maybe I'll avoid it. I don't know. I don't know exactly. That part of Maryland is going to be on the way back, probably from, and it's going to be probably October, way into October. So we'll see. When are you coming to Minnesota? Minnesota, it's gonna be 2019. because uh, by the end of 2019, by mid 2019, ideally, I would love to finish the lower 48, and I haven't been to Minnesota yet, and I would love to go to Minnesota. So definitely, Notopats will be in St. Pete the 2 weeks of September. Will you be in that area then the second week of September? Unfortunately, no. I'm sorry, but in the second week of September, I'm going to be up in probably near Hershey, Pennsylvania by that time. Jackie Trujillo, hey, Robert, what happened to your dad? Oh, my dad passed away about exactly 4 years ago. Actually, my dad's passing is one of the reasons why I decided to buy the RV, because it was one of those moments when you feel like life is precious, and you only live once, and you have to seize the moment and say, you know what, this is what I want to do. I'm going to do it because tomorrow may not come, and that's what it is. Yeah, you definitely sound like Anthony Flagg. Yeah, Antonio Banderas. Well, it is the way I talk. I actually took accent improvement classes in college, but they didn't do much. Uh, Love how you show your love of us. Many people born in U.S. do not appreciate it, and we're lucky. Yes, thank you. And in your Helsinki video, there is a nose of Finnish World War II submarine. Yeah, that was by Suomenlinna, right? That was made in Finland, 1932, and it was a father of German submarines. That was a Type 2A Germans made coastal submarine. Yeah. Time of the boat is about 13 minutes. Yes. Yes, I remember that. We enjoy your. Oh, that's the boat. Okay, I see. I know what you mean. The boat. The That was the one by Melina, right? I'm gonna check out the video now. Scott Home, we enjoy your original songs. How many instruments do you play? Enjoy the classical guitar. Maybe you will play La Paloma on it sometime. Well, my main instruments is the keyboard, which coincidentally enough, I have my keyboard down here because I am coming to you today from my music recording station here in my home studio. Although it's off, I cannot play it right now. But I play the keyboard. I played the guitar a little bit, and I played a little bit of percussion. But my main instrument is the piano, is the keyboard. Have you ever thought about writing a book on tips and do's and don'ts for first-time travelers? And I have, but I have trouble writing a weekly newsletter and blog posts. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna get around to writing a book. It seems like a daunting task. I have started 3 books. I had one of these days I might do it. I might take a, but for that I would have to take like a couple of months off, maybe in the Lapland in the winter or somewhere where I couldn't go anywhere and just focus on that. And I might do that. Adam, how many miles on your tow vehicle? Actually, I checked today because we were talking about that, and because the tow vehicle needs a tune-up badly, and it's got 144,000 miles and change. Colombia, I have a historic pic of a family member with Che Guevara's dead body. Oh, really? No problem, Jackie Trujillo. Salud from Brazil. Mark B. Robert, I have a question. I want to know if you could full time in your vehicle, and what vehicle would you get next if you could get one that you want? And I would love to be able to full time in something small like what I have, and I think I could for the most part. There are certain things that I would have to put in storage, but not a whole lot. Really, I could get rid of most of my stuff. So, in any case, I would like to my perfect vehicle, and it would have to be very well distributed inside, of course, a 22-foot long class B plus RV, or even a C. I wouldn't mind sleeping in the cab over if I had enough room in the back. Sue Sprang, will you sing us out with traveling in my RV? I hear it in my sleep. Yeah, I should. I have my guitar back there, so yeah, I probably should. And how long have we been doing this? 91 viewers at the time, and we picked at 96. Pretty cool, and we have 91 watching now. It's been over an hour. Oh my God, the time flies when you're having fun. Um, Michael Thompson, I have to say, I love your sense of humor, which makes this channel great. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much. And Brent S., hi from Irving, Pennsylvania. Are you still coming through Pittsburgh on your way to Hershey? I don't know. I've been revising the plan. I might do Pittsburgh on the way back, actually, because let me see real quick here my map. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna do Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to do Pittsburgh on my way to Hershey. It's too much of a detour, but I do want to go to Pittsburgh, so I will do that on the way back, which I'm going to go back probably through Buffalo and Erie, Pennsylvania, Cleveland, Ohio. I might even make it up to Detroit, going around the Great Lakes, because why not? It depends on how soon winter comes, and then I want to go back through Pittsburgh, and then go into the Maryland, or actually not Maryland, the Virginia coast, and take this Chesapeake Bridge and go into the Outer Banks, and that's more or less the plan. But who knows? Where in Spain did you live? I lived in Madrid, in the northeast part of Madrid. It was a neighborhood called Canillas, and I was there for a year and 3 months. Wasn't the most fun because we were recent immigrants and there was not a whole lot of money. And it's it's always hard, even if you go into a better place. Migrating from your homeland to a different country with, and even then it was the same. It was almost the same language, but it was still a hard time at the beginning, like it always is. But then it always gets better. Play us out on the keyboard. Actually, I could do that. I think this thing works. Thank you for that answer. Any particular Class B plus that you have an eye on? I'm looking. I want something like the Pleasure Way. Oops, like the Pleasure Way Plateau XLTS. But if it wasn't a ProMaster chassis, I would like it probably even better. A diesel ProMaster chassis, which is the European Fiat Ducato. But I will take it on the Sprinter. That's the one that I like. The distribution and everything else. Although I would like, actually, I'm old-fashioned. I would actually like real switches instead of that multiplex screen that they have. But it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I like it when you show us you're cooking breakfast in your every. Yes, I will. I will do a lot of that now in this trip to the Northeast. I think. What will be your next Mini Tini upgrade? Oh boy, I don't know. I don't have anything planned. It's more maintenance at this point. I want to make sure my brakes and my bearings are okay. But at some point, I'm going to upgrade my batteries. That's the one thing that right now is kind of the Achilles heel of Mini Teeny. Hello, Fasung. David Lammer, have you been to the Great Oktoberfest? To a great Oktoberfest in your travels? Do you think the heater issue? Yeah, the heater is fine. I bought a Truma Aqua Go for way over $1,000, but it's totally worth every penny. I went to a great Oktoberfest in Helen, Georgia that I didn't like. I've been to a couple of Oktoberfests here in Miami that I did like a lot, and eventually I want to go to one in Germany. A tow car behind the class C or B? No, ideally I want to have one car, no tow behind or anything. Just one car. Cleveland, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was there in 2001, and yeah, if I go to Cleveland, I will definitely go there. Yay for Pleasure Way. The Lexor, it's on my wish list. Yeah, the Lexor is the small one, the camper van version of it, and I like that one too. So it just depends how much we are willing to downsize, and we will only be able to tell that when we actually downsize. What country are you from? I was born in Cuba, in the island of Cuba, just 90 miles south of Key West. Good night, Robert. Thank you, Capitao Bravo. Robert, I see you play acoustic. I'm probably being acoustic, right? My main instrument is the piano, and then I do play a little bit of a guitar, but I don't consider myself a guitarist. I mean, most of the music you hear on my videos is made on a keyboard like this one. Even the guitar sounds most of the time are made on the keyboard. I just do one of these. Can you play some salsa music? Yeah, of course. That's what I started playing when I arrived in Miami. I used to like rock and roll until I arrived here, and then for some reason I started, um, going back to my roots for some strange reason. Colombia, good night, Robertico. Thank you. RV show in Orlando. I see the signs. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to the Orlando RV show, but I'm definitely gonna go to that. They claim to be the largest in the United States, although I hear that Tampa also claims to be the largest. Actually, I should tilt my camera down so you really know that I'm really playing, right? I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free in my RV, yeah, I'm riding in my RV wherever I want to be. 'Cause I'm free, I'm riding. Jan Hammer is one of my favorite keyboardists. Do you know any of his songs? Unfortunately, I don't think I do, but I'm riding in my RV. Yes, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, yeah, 'cause I'm free, my RV. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for being with me tonight here in this, in this live chat. And I promise I'll be here next Friday, hopefully on time. So keep on writing, and see you next time.